Hi everyone, my name is Rachel and welcome to the French Seams. So I really wanted to do a little chatty catch-up video to share with you everything that I've made over the past few weeks. However, Ireland has been having a heat wave this week and it is really warm in my sewing room this evening. So yes, it's going to be a lovely chatty catch-up video. It's just going to be a very short chatty catch-up video. So shall we get started? So thank you to everybody who watched my most recent video. That was all about my new octopus Reeta dress, which I just love. Popping a picture here. And then I also shared about my day out on the afternoon vintage tea bus around Dublin to celebrate Worldwide Knit in Public Day. And a massive thank you again to the ladies at Craft Cinema for organising that. So there I showed my knitting. I also shared the bag I made for So Fruity as well. So I'll pop in a little video of it here and I'll link the video down below as well. In that video, I'd never actually mentioned that I was wearing my Helen's Closet Lazo jumpsuit that I made last summer, and I just loved wearing it again this summer when I got it out. It's just the perfect jumpsuit. I love it. So in that video, I did mention that I had a few plans, and my plans were to use the fantastic shark fabric and also to use the black linen to make a fleur dress. I made both those things. Delighted I can now share them with you. So if you remember the shark fabric, and this is it. It was from the lovely Steph over at Fabric Romance, and she had a remnant of this fantastic shark fabric. It's kind of board short fabric, and I just knew I wanted to try and make shorts. So I made a pair of little hang ten board shorts for baby French seams, and they have the little Cozy Club handmade seagull label here on the front that says, "Did somebody say chips?" Love these. And also the lovely Rachel has just released more labels and I just had to buy one of her packs. It is the cutest little crab label. I can't wait to get them. They are just gorgeous. I'll pop in a picture of them here. So this is baby French seams shorts. Adorable. It's a fantastic pattern. Literally there's two pattern pieces, one for one right leg, one left leg. Sew them together, do a little channel. So super quick. It was fantastic. And this fabric even presses, which is marvelous. Baby French seams. Same pattern, same label for older French seams, adorable as well. For mummy French seams, aka me, I made myself some sepia shorts, the Classicore pattern that I just love. I just removed the paper bag waist and I didn't put on any pockets. I have a Cozy Club label. It says handmade in 2026. These are mine. And then last but by no means least, Mr. French Seams gets a pair as well. So I just traced off a pair of his swim trunks as well, and they came out really well. So we all have matching shark swim shorts and I think they're the cutest. I used up every single scrap of the fabric and I just think they are hilarious and they're just gorgeous and I love them, and thank you Steph for this fantastic fabric. So that was a really fun project to work on this week. It really was. What else did I get made up? So I also made my Fleur dress, and here it is. So I pop in a few pictures here. I put it on earlier today to take pictures. It was so warm. I had to get changed again. So this is a perfect summer dress, just not quite so summery as it was today. So I put back on my fantastic Kelly dress from Forget Me Not Patterns, which I made for Stitch Festival last year. I just love this dress. It's so comfy. So this is my Fleur dress in this beautiful black linen fabric that I got from Dresdenstoffen. So I bound the neckline. It's got the beautiful ties at the front. I did the sleeve option with the binding at the sleeve, and then it's got a lovely waist with gathers. It's got the fantastic pockets that are secured into the waist seam, and then I put on waist ties, which the pattern doesn't call for, but I love doing it. And I put in a label here that says "Ooh la la," and on the back it says "Made by moi," and I think that's Cozy Club as well. And it's just a beautiful dress. I'm so pleased how this came out. Obviously the linen pressed beautifully, all that good stuff. The ties were a joy to make. I just think this pattern is so lovely. It's so methodical. Everything comes together so beautifully. It's got the lovely little modesty panel on the inside. Hopefully I'll pop in pictures and video here. It's just a beautiful dress, and I love the way it's finished with the binding on the sleeves. And yeah, it's just a gorgeous dress. And because I make a B cup with the sleeves, it doesn't have bust darts, which is great. So I make a size 10 throughout, and I think my measurements put me in maybe a 10 to a 12, but a 10 is absolutely fine. Some people do take out some of the width in the skirt. They find it quite balloony, but I think in the drapey fabric it's absolutely fine. If you were making this in a very sturdy fabric, you could reduce this bulk a little bit, but I love how this came out. I'm really happy with it. So this is my Fleur dress. So I also made a bonus make this week as well. So if you cast your minds back to this bag up here, it's the Studio 77 Valina bag that I made as part of her challenge a few weeks ago. And I loved making it, and I was keen to make another. And this time it is a navy one with a silver heart, and I think it came out really, really well. The navy fabric is Mora fabric that I got from the little sewing tree, and this is what I made my laptop bag out of. The lining is from my wonderful friend Orla. It's bonded nylon. It's from her shop Sew What. So this is fantastic fabric. The hardware, this says handmade. That's from the little sewing tree as well. The label says it all. It says made by my daughter. That's because this is from my lovely mum. And this is a Little Rosy Cheeks label. And then this glitter, I think I got in somewhere like The Range. I think it's just glitter fabric, and it came out beautifully. So I did the same. I didn't bag out the front because it's vinyl, it doesn't fray. So I just sewed all around the edge, and I think it came out really, really well. So this is it. So that's a little prezzy for my mum. So that was my other bonus make this week as well. So that is my sewing that I've done over the past week or so. So what are my plans? So I did put out a summer plans video. I'll link that down below. And in that, I really wanted to make another maize dress. So I have made one already. Popping a picture here. Absolutely loved it, and I'm keen to make another, so I think I'll get started on that very, very shortly, and it's going to be in these fantastic fabrics. This yellow French terry from Rainbow Fabrics and this fantastic navy gingham from Love Fabric Ireland, and I think these would look fantastic together, so I'm really keen to get started on that. So that rounds off the sewing portion of today's quick video. I'm now going to move on to a little bit of crochet and knitting. So if you don't have any interest in that, thank you very, very much for joining me, and I'll catch you all again soon for some more sewing content. But if you would like to stay tuned, then let's do it. So crochet. I said the last time that Sirdar were teasing their autumn crochet along. It came out this week, and I was kind of hoping I wouldn't like it, so then I wouldn't buy it and make it. It got released, and I absolutely love how it looks. So the designer is Sapphire from Spit Spot Stitches, and she's the lady behind the summer blanket that I made last year, which I absolutely love, my first cal. So this got teased, and it's so lovely. I'll pop in a picture here. It's a full-on autumn one. It's got a huge big pumpkin in the middle, and then kind of an off-center square kind of diamond, and then little coloured bits around the outside. Then it's got a border of little mushrooms, and then it's got these really cool long stitches that make it look like leaves, and then all these autumn leaves all around the outside, and the colours are beautiful, and the blanket is beautiful as well. So I think I'm just gonna have to buy it. I'm going to have to make it because it's so lovely. I have found the kit on the Vibes and Scribes website, and I think I'm just going to have to treat myself. Who's with me? So that's a little crochet update, so more on that. I think that's starting on July the 15th, and that'll run for 6 weeks. So can't wait to get started on that. Knitting update. So the last time I spoke to you about my knitting, I was knitting on the vintage tea bus, and I will now show you my progress. And this is how far we've got. I have now decided that because this is kind of a light pink, almost kind of summery yarn, I'm going to make it short sleeved. So I've done the lovely yoke, I've done my little scallops here, and I've finished off the sleeve here. And then what you do is you just keep going round and round and round and round to the bodice. I was getting a little bit bored of just doing that for 15 inches or whatever it is, so I decided to go back and do a bit of the sleeve, and I've decided to make it short sleeve. I think it would look very, very cute in this colour for summer. So I'm pretty nearly finished the sleeve, the first sleeve. So you just you cast on a few stitches on the underarm. I've ended up with these huge big holes, but it does say at the end to sew the holes on the underarm sleeve closed, so I'm hoping that's part of what happens. So I was able to cast on a few stitches under here and then continue on the sleeve, and then I've done a little bit of rib here as well, so I'm very, very nearly finished because I want them quite short. I love how this the raglan came out. I think that came out really well. Very, very happy with that shaping. So then I just have to do the same on this sleeve, and then keep going on the bodice, and then just do the rib, and I'm done. And I'm so happy with how this came together. It's actually used very, very little yarn. I haven't even finished my second ball of pink yet, so I haven't even used 200 grams yet of the yarn, so it's quite economical with yarn, which is lovely. So I'd be very tempted to make this again in a slightly more expensive, fancier yarn, but we'll see how I get on. As a reminder, this is the Cupcake sweater, and it's by Tin Can Knits. So yes, this is how I'm getting on with my knitting, so I'm just delighted with it. So that is my little catch up for now. Thank you very, very much for watching. I'm going to go downstairs and get myself a nice drink of water, but I really do appreciate you watching my videos. Thank you very, very much to everybody who likes my videos and also who leaves a comment as well. I do really, really appreciate it. So along that vein, if you like this video, I'd love it if you give me a thumbs up, and also if you could please consider subscribing. I would really, really love to have you along on my sewing journey. So I hope you're all well where you are. I hope you're getting time for some lovely, lovely crafting or sewing. Please, in the description box below, let me know what you're working on. I always love having the chats. Thank you so much again for joining me, and I will talk to you all again very, very soon in another video. Take care, everyone. Bye.